Mame kwa humane studio na me ne Gibrill Mahmoud, right? Mahdi Gibrill, yes, good. Menin Indian Common, Deputy National Director of Elections of the NDC. Menin Indian Common, the Enshe Eddie Komaji, Bipacho, morning marching, Bibia Bokodia.
Edine Kojo,
Me Pacho and Kojoni.
Kojo Pacho, morning.
Bibia Bokodia.
Kojo Dumboko.
Yeah, the radio swasi. I know, sir, the NDC championed from day one that these controversies now you wish and you prefer, say, Ebeya, Akasumjube we should have a rerun for these certain polling stations here, or probably maybe Okra and I say Bibisa. Meetings have been held June 12th, first meeting, and then the follow-up was done just about this Tuesday, 1st July. Sebi, Yisi Ajatum say 11th of July, and as you see, you better 19 polling stations in Ina. NDC, money Yisi, my ready December call for a rerun, Anna.
Could you Baviva went here with for? And I think, say, what I say, it has been our stand.
Exactly.
Right from day one. And yet, the way I happen, but Mrano say, Juma. That was our issue. Now, your position, I wish I would repeat and say, you're too about in elections. We a polling station, your county, things it need be an evacuation center. Now, your friend returning officer, or no, I did it pinch elevation in Semu. So, not the pinch sheet, we no was articulation when here political parties in the issue.
Okay.
When here political parties, Imran say, when you're not the when here or political parties, whether you confirm or but you say new, then now any coalition. Parties any opinion just to say, okay, there's of transparent issues. If me and me check it, what you are here. So we do it. So at times they will wait for you say one amudi. Yes, I am Rambi and Marco and say this is unchained parties. Now a party say easy the document anywhere. A man and Marco say parties now contest elections, no. There will be our documents, no. Not parties need to say a to one. Easy, because Mumma dear to Monenti, Medibe Juma. Okay?
Yeah.
3. There will be the bar, no easy nibi. Not because they be mean to mo and share all electoral commission so because once will be cutting mean to mono, electoral commission to me Juma. At that point, what to do is to allow those who vote to decide at that polling station. That's a rerun. So this is what we were looking for. Because if Ablekuma North, out of the 281, almost 165 on the 7th December, and obviously 161, I say, I'm saying, I'm going to attack you more as a criminal issue. That's what we dealt with. But process, you need to say, process, on the 9th December, NDC did 54 pin sheets. I said, I am running to MPPG to me, and I used to say, my dear to me, intimate me at the age. What you have here? So they included that one. 23rd December, MPP sued the 25 by. Okay, so I got my mom was processing, and I did also ever count. At 37. At that point, OBRC mini view. Okay, so it was in around 28th December. And MPP bar says, me nipping sheet review, but me scan documents. The whole NRK said they be. Mudi hard copy by a G to move. Most of the hard copy about, but scan documents there. Then to be in Sanya Juma because of what scan document they will hard copy. In Ethiopia for hard copy in the bra. Then you should say bit to me usually the Juma MPP and Famba. Then Omuko file for McDermott. McDermott woman requirement no say. Ope share institution be say one could be Juma warrior. Okay? So they went to court in assumption says judge never who say yes it a pink sheet and 1% 1 year. Because into a share it is a career with Juma no and be say one year collation to career. And so yes is buy no. Instead say Obakasi, yes, maybe we process instead me career run no. and I got the MPP for scan documents. I did a continuation of the process. There was a challenge on that one. However, they find their way to do 34 of the 37. But they had challenge on the way. And now, almost back to meeting at the IPAC level. No. Then we came back to that meeting again. And me. Yeah, but the class issue we still not accepting the 34 number no crap. A final moody accepted. And then back and forth. And easy call police. The police almost my radio, mama bambo. So we also wrote to the police. Like I said, they have misled you. Process in here. Someone crime papa will not allow for any election to go on, any collation to go on. Okay? Until on the 12th December, 12th June. Yes, I share the men's better meeting. Yeah. Why we are not accepting 34 no? To make it train. So at the end of the meeting, okay, MPP stand they say up a tray, train count, and this is 34, say rerun for the 37. They will come back to us. But unfortunately, they went to Parliament House. Okay, EC went to Parliament House. Where I said the unfortunate say, when they met at Parliament, they only reported one side story in Parliament. Oman Timmy and Catcher Parliament say, yes, he was 34. But NDC Gina Bray say, but Nyenti Amuka and Enye, they didn't say that one. So it made it look more of 34 now, my year. Then Bosman Ekabibi, which was interesting. Last resort, rerun. But after now, almost a rerun now, a very dangerous to democracy. So I asked myself, and Nimramo. And after that meeting, I'm almost afraid of you. I'm afraid now, they say after 2 weeks in me, then Gina Brevium. After all this, Gina Baby, Gina, not 7 1. And this is a homogeneous. By Kojo, TSM way. There is a 34 polling stations. I'm not 34 Kakre.
Yes.
On the police after Adwomo. The men are aware chairperson. What say? And that meeting I have no. Obianka and the corner also was no. Inside the corner is easy to can. Now, in the corner, woman say, out of the 34, no, I'm going to say, oh, my, Katre, no. Only 18 and I'm returning presiding officers of those polling stations ever validate MPP scan document. But 16 no account, no. Put the train back on there and we in 16 no. Which means Obi did not messing too much. She challenge everybody who sat there, who were involved in the process. Scientists, mountain chairman, scientists. None of the officers were able to say anything against it.
Okay.
That was our meeting.
Okay.
And to say, SNC, nobody, they didn't get anybody to validate that 19, no. Or no. Mrakwai also no. Yamma omo to abano and decide the inquiry run to solve the problem. And the end is 37 issue, and MPP 3 issue. Omo and run election, and this is how they are going. That is how we ended the story.
It is a CMNO, Kasamajid. What is happening is for the NDC, 11th of July, you are ready?
Minya, we are ready for the elections. We are ready for elections.
You are ready?
We are very ready for the elections. But because we knew that we'll get to this point at 37. I have always maintained that stand. Because you on this issue.
Yes.
I've said it. Emrano is about the elections. And then, and I made more fatwa say, Akwaya Ablekuma North parliamentary, no, Obi and who say a serious issue. Kodo, Nankasan way a presidential, Nanka by now, or my way, Nangan say it.
Yeah. I understand.
So, Ufa, Frejana, Uka say, in the 2008 elections, pension by ya, result issues by ya, no, Unya de Oye. Okay, Yanko time view, Mibwa.
Yes, Okasienko.
Unim say, a Kami can't afford down.
Exactly.
Time.
Yes, Mekaipa.
People have said, oh, still be able to do it, dear. Gallagher says, Sika, Tenshi, Bebomu, and Tibayan. But it came, see, so these are the things we are talking about. Tomorrow you will contest election, assembly election. We assembly elections that do AC at Mankoba now, one for
Mahdi, say Ebane say Yekwakoto, which of course I mean is going to happen Nyamea Duma next week, you know. How do you want to see a security from the police this time around?
It came up in our meeting that day. That was the next meeting. Because of the meeting, the security issue came. How do we get to that one? So when I hear my colleague saying,
yes.
But why did we discuss police security issue?
Because I'm wondering why Yako meeting about you see now since 11
I'm call meeting, They are doing the service to their members, MPP for. So the issue of security by, in fact, if the issue of say MC, now organizer, he was involved directly in the issues. So I told him, say, he's now a government appointee. He will be on your organizer, you may be or be as MC. He will behave well in that area to set the people of Ablekuma North. So when they raise the issue of police issue security, they meet the men Simon Eclair say, all of us will meet again with the police and look at the architecture of the security.
Okay.
So Nankayanjan tomorrow, how will they discuss about these police issues? 3. There was an issue of MPP. There's a court issue B. So I asked them, say, Ntibuni say court issue on Amokoye 34 police stations. So EDG, why you can't be why you call you know. But church almost that issue there was Supreme Court, how that thing can be resolved. So we did all these discussions in the meeting. So when Evans and his people say that they didn't agree, so why? In fact, they could have worked out at the point. Like I say, but they sat in for these three issues they raised here.
Okay.
As a challenge, as a call and ask them whether we didn't mention about MC or that meeting anymore. Whether they didn't ask about the police issue or no. In fact, it was the police issue that brought a sin of architecture in the meeting. In fact, one of the lower point of it, and they say, with the move go there, say a more abundant than move say, yanko rerun. Now you win it either way. So you give them example of a sin off in the meeting.
That's what they said.
That's
what they said.
I say, that's why we are pushing for rerun. And I'm tell them say when there was a by-election in the North, you did everything that you want to do as a government. Did you win the elections? So there were discussions, and when the minister chairperson said, you bear 19, and then people said they be in 20 and then after that there were discussions.
Very well. Almost on by press conference, the MPP some by press conference and they will tell us their stance, their position.
Stance means
that's a press conference won't come home.
Oh, that's good. Now there's no money Juma. I had my writing number. And yeah, General Secretary Becca. I'm back. I did come back and say, I didn't tell you to hear you can know because NDC is threatening said they will remove EC's way. They were and it's free. I want more letter no more. Unless I'm going changing in the press.
Now I don't want you to know copy.
Me say minimum people. Me say when they come to electoral process, they don't understand the game.
Okay, and here back the second one here then.
Second one, no matter thing. We will try the court. And I will try court unless any competent lawyer who will go to court to put injunction on the process of elections.
And a third one here then.
Third one, now they will incite the people of Ablekuma North. Say, boss Mako Parliament, and then they will do U10. Instead of my moment, say that U10, it was based on one-sided issues. But my more explanation say when they challenge all of them in the meeting, say, prove us wrong, say, did you get anybody to come and validate the 16 copies? They say no.
Okay.
So 3 way, in fact, in the meeting, they requested, says, then for a chairman, then for a leaders. So we worked out to call our national chairman. Who say, national chairman? Allow me, sir.
Yeah.
Because they only say NDC was national chairman.
Yes.
Who say NDC was national chairman?
Yes.
They say Pierre Coffey national chairman. But who need national chairman until they don't have a leader, so they didn't call anybody.
Okay.
I said that all these things went out in the meeting. So I was surprised to hear the same people who went to the meeting coming out today to make the people look like almost fight team MP that they didn't do anything. Raining about so.
Okay.
The parents say, okay, Muchama took one. And I'm vice chairman soon there. We named the Vetima Katamo. Munfra Kundia. I'm on Timan Flo, there are more somebody of a number.
Okay, all right.
We are talking about serious issue, Minakoju.
I know, pa.
We are talking about Ghana, but I still say going forward, we should start looking at reforms. How will you, and you're surprised, say 37 polling stations are one seven.
Yeah.
2 political party contest elections. The third person is electoral commission. I mean, I'll finish it. I said at the same time.
Interesting, but it has always been the accusation that a microphone.
And I make a say, I don't make a say MPP fight the of our bro. When there was criminal issue, what did they do on that time when they were in government?
Okay.
I hope you understand me.
Yes, I do.
Now, 3. Only me say Murakwai there was a MP pin sheet of all the polling stations.
Yeah.
Now, I mentioned 19 polling stations. Uko Ablekuma North. That is from Kokompe Junction, Namiche, Echo part of the Malan area. Polling station Bako, Ewo, Namiche, out of 19. Bentu, Bako, so, Ebiso Aoshi. But surprisingly, all this one, there's non-own polling station Bako, Pace Bako.
Interesting.
Is that a coincidence?
Wow. Yeah, fancy. Mijiri is just as you said, the party NDC is fully prepared for the 11th July rerun. You know, him say whatever the MPP will come up with, in their press conference, we will see. But Nana K, Nana Kwejo J Yeboah, aspiring national organizer of the MPP Semi Council, so the Kosia propaganda. Why?
Mami Chabinia, Nana K. In fact, these are one of the finest guys in the MPP. But he knows I will say this anyway. He have served the party. But the MPP parties usually don't reward hardworking like him. Hardworking like him. Very nice gentleman, but on my can say when you be when you did one can't say
Very interesting.
But these are the people we want to see them in the front line of our politics.
Sure.
To reshape our politics in a year. To reshape our politics. In the power and see, or say, or Bombay say, a baby Lusu, me took for Kumasi, driver that me take care anymore, because of me penance and me see, Uncle Pim, maybe no me tibash in the movie. It's serious. I wish my brother a good luck.
Okay.
I will do everything. Like a woman. Be very but last time I look at you for one friend.
Okay. I told you, Mahdi, me that's the pass on the come more.